You are tuning into the Goldylocks Productions presentation of the Spiritual Insight Show with Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I am Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I am very happy and excited to be back with each and every one of you again, sitting in Sacred Circle on this beautiful Sunday evening, June 9th, 2019. So welcome everyone, and I apologize for having the last 2 weeks off. It was quite unexpected, really, both the last 2 weeks, but you got to go with the flow. So anyway, I'm just very, really glad to be back in Sacred Circle with each and every one of you again. So happy Sunday to you, Chris. Welcome, dear. Yay! Just let everyone a couple minutes to come in. Oops. And take their place in our Sacred Circle. And it doesn't matter if you're watching this live or you're watching this on a recorded video or watching it in archives. You will still be able to feel the energies and receive and give all the beautiful energy exchanges that take place during this hour, this sacred hour. So have some incense going and hello, Teresa. How are you, beautiful? Yay! All right. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Sarah, Anthony, and Austin. You were just singing about an hour ago, weren't you? On your singing page, our star is born, Sarah. So welcome, everyone. And I hope that you've had a really restful, I know it's been transforming and expanding for us all. The last 2 weeks have just been, really expanding is pretty much a really good word for it. Let's just say that. Hi, Wendy. A lot of changes going on, a lot of shifts taking place. And it's so we didn't have any plans at first for Memorial Day, which was 2 weeks ago, and then it was like a couple of days. Then it was like, okay, let's do something. So that was why I didn't have a show that Sunday. But I have to tell you, the week leading up to that, I was feeling very strange physically, to where you really just can't explain it. You really can't. Blessings to you, Teresa. And so, sorry, Sarah, my singers, you butchered Metallica. I doubt that. I doubt you butchered Metallica. All right. So we're going to have a lot of physical changes taking place that we really just can't explain. And you go to the doctor, you can't explain it. They can't find anything. Trust me, it's all part of this expansion, of this ascension, of our DNA restructuring and shifting. And so, of course, it's going to leave us feeling strange. But it was, and just when you get to a new level of strangeness and weirdness, you don't think that you can ever top that. And then, surprise, you can. And so you get to that next level, and it's like, oh my gosh, okay. Well, that's how it was. For about 2 weeks, it was just like, this is really strange. It's like now, many of us are able to experience life on multidimensionally and are conscious and aware of this multidimensional living in these different realities, so to speak, or these different, it's to where you feel grounded right here, right now on the earth, but you also are experiencing these different realities around you as well. And so, and that's fine. And then, but what I experienced the last couple of weeks was like, you're so used to all this going on. Then you go into like a tunnel, or you go into like this darkness. It's the only way I can explain it. And you feel, it's like, where is everybody? What happened? What's going on? And it was so strange. And so it was just like, okay, really, really strange. And yes, Chris, I feel too, it's getting that hermit mode. It's not really a hermit mode, I have to tell you, okay? More and more problems being around people. I'm okay in my house. Yeah. And it's just because your home is your sacred space. And it is like wherever you go, you can make your sacred space. But sometimes because of this shift in places that maybe felt okay aren't feeling okay anymore. And so we're going to feel that. And that's all right. And that's why it's very important, more than ever before, to make sure that you are creating your sacred space. And you have to have that place to go to because it's a healing place. And so if no one's ever home, who's taking care of that sacred space? Who's taking care of those energies? What do you have to go to heal? Hi, Robin. How you doing, sweetie? Right? You've got to have that space. And whether it's a home, whether it's a room, whether it's just a place that you can get in your comfort zone, your sacred space. And it's, you always hear, get out of your comfort zone. That's great. Certain times in growth and development, but when we're meditating, that's our comfort zone. When we are grounding ourselves, when we are communicating with our angels, our guides, and ascended light beings, we are in our sacred space. And very emotional. And it was just been a crazy, crazy ride the last 2 weeks. It was like that too. You feel so emotional. You just, again, there's just so many physical things. It's like really weird. It was like I was dragging. So it was in darkness. And then it's like you have on like 50 pounds of hiking gear, this backpack on you. And every time you try to move, you feel like you're dragging. And so, but it's, you got through it all. I mean, there's days it's like, can I go take a nap? Is this day over yet? I just want to go to bed and go to sleep. And so got through it though. It doesn't last. Please know it does not last very long. And then the last week, last Sunday, it was just, I absolutely, I woke up with, high energy. Hey, I'm starting to feel a little better maybe. And then it was like I fell flat on my face again in the afternoon. I'm like, I was going to try to push through. And I was like, no, you know what? This is all what I need to do. I need to just continue to rest and to be able to share with everybody later on too. It's okay. If we do this, there's going to be times like that. We need to be gentle with ourselves. And I found that more and more, because it's finally getting nice here in Southeast Connecticut. Where am I? No. And we usually start planting gardens, vegetable gardens, and everything. The flower gardens come back. It was cleaning those up, like at the end of May. Mid-May to end of May. And so we really, at the end of May, we got was able to get outside. The temperatures finally, all right. And so we're nice enough for us to get outside. And so, yes, as much need to plant in nature therapy is exactly what I did. As I was feeling strange, but I got out there and I fed the birds every day, made sure they had their food and their suet. And I sat there and I would watch them and just close your eyes, just allow yourself to drift in nature and just, connect with the birds, connect with the squirrels, connect with trees around you, with the plants. And just the planting and you're putting your hands in the soil, so much needed. That was the best thing that got me through everything. And hello, Julia. Hello, beautiful. So it really does help. And we feel more and more connected. And when we really connect with nature, we get the real deal of what's going on. Not the sometimes the drama of news, such doom and gloom. We can't have change without something dying off, without the end of something. Something has to come to an end before something starts, something new starts, right? It's just part of the process. It happens every day and night with us. day and night? Is it not a birth and a death of a day every day? We experience it. Nature shows us to go with the flow, right? I'm exhausted lately. Yeah, that's it exactly. And that's all right. Our bodies are getting used to the energies that is coming through our bodies. As our DNA is restructuring and upgrading, and our bodies, our physical bodies, need that that sleep and that rest. All right. So see, everyone can relate. Absolutely. And that's, I've just felt like just dragging, just got to sleep, just dragging. So I'm glad that everyone can relate to this, and that we're experiencing this. And I don't want to, this is why we're all sharing, so that we can relate to that. We can know that nothing major is going on. All right. And so it's, it's, yeah, been intense, but let's just keep hanging in there, keep doing what you're doing, making sure we are sitting in sacred circle, creating that sacred space. Keep a candle burning when you're home on your altar at all times. And just, this is what's needed, not just for our sacred space, but as we are expanding out, we are pushing our sacred space out. We're doing it for the rest of the world. We're doing it out into the cosmos, because the earth, and Lady Gaia or Mother Earth, is not the only being that's expanding, not just her and us. All right. The whole cosmos is expanding. The whole universe is expanding. And there actually was an article that I did see that science is supporting this. The universe is expanding. Science did publish an article about that, or astronomers did, or whoever. But I remember seeing that article, and it's like, yay, more and more science is validating what many of us already know to be true. And so it's yay. So don't want you to be frightened by any kind of fear mongering, fear factors, all this stuff that's going on. The end of the world. Yes, it's the end of the world as we know it, but let's not be sad, because we're moving forward. It's going to, every day we're writing history and creating a new reality, so to speak, because all of this, we're in uncharted territory. All right. All those great priests and priestesses way back from Lemuria, Atlantis, and ancient civilizations could only see up to 2012. And that if humanity got to and beyond 2012, and we start the ascension process, we are writing a new chapter. We're writing something new every day. Really, every second, every minute. Oh, so it's really exciting when you stop and think about this. It's like, this is great. We're in a moment, or in a consciousness that was beyond prophetic sight. That is beyond prophecy. All right, so wow. And it's going to seem like we are getting worse and worse before it gets better. Remember, we still have a lot of cleanup and changing and shifting to do. It can't happen all of a sudden, or it would really crush us all. It just would defeat the whole purpose of ascension if it just, that sudden shift just would, we couldn't handle that on a physical, we couldn't honor our physical bodies, and we couldn't handle that energy. So it has to be a gentle shift. It has to be gentle. So, it's so, but 2032 is the beginning of the golden age. It's not like it's going to happen with a switch, turning on and off a switch. And it's a progress. It's a process of getting there. And then 2032 to 2050, because 2050 is supposed to be like that we have arrived. But peace is returning. Peace has returned to this earth. But many people understand that or realize that until 2032 and beyond. And that is just 12, 13 years away. All right. So it's just so fascinating. And well, that's it too. Yes, Chris, we're having to live in a human experience is interesting too. We still have to chop wood and carry water, the basics. Exactly. And so there isn't this, I think there's a fantasy or maybe some about what's going to happen. What's that going to be like when we don't have to, does everything stop? No, it doesn't. And when you think back to ancient cultures, priests and priestesses, shamans, everyone was a part of a very tight-knit, interwoven community. We all worked and pulled together and did things. It doesn't mean you can just sit back on a cloud eating bonbons, waving to everybody. No, that's not what ascension is either. All right. So we still have work to do. We still have things to do, but it's going to be easier. It's going to be easier. And this is also what's really fascinating is that it's not just our physical body or just our light body. Our physical body is always connected to our light body, whether you want to call it the soul or the light. All right. We're always connected to that. And prior to this earth experience, we were just light beings. And so that's what's really, really fascinating. And to truly live on this planet, we had to take physical form. And so that was why they called the earth suits, pretty much, is what I call it. Well, we're not going to be leaving our bodies per se. This is what's really fascinating. This is why all this is happening, is because our physical appearance and our light bodies are being woven together. Isn't that amazing? It's beautiful. It really, really is. And so this is something new. This is something different. It shouldn't scare anyone. It's actually pretty exciting. And will our appearances probably change? Sure, as we are taking in more light, maybe. I haven't asked about how we're going to look because it just seems kind of ego, right? I'm sure there's a curiosity, but I've just had been, to share with that it is going to be this beautiful marriage between the physical and the light. All right. I think people desire to experience nirvana. Exactly, Julia. Right. Just that. Well, what is that, and what does that mean to you? And it's, but some people, and I'm just saying from what I've experienced, some people will ignore their physical bodies to reach nirvana state, and that defeats the whole purpose. There must always be balance and harmony. You really can't achieve peace or balance until there's harmony, which is that finding that balance, all right, and then maintaining that balance. Once there's harmony, then there you go. Everything else falls into place. It's not, this is what I think it is. I'm going to act and mimic that end result, and then I'll get there. No, you probably delayed it. It's probably not going to be like that. And you don't want to create any unrealistic blocks either. So just go with the flow. Just go with it and let it happen as it does. All right. And so this is why I think it's great that we sit in sacred circle with each other, and we have each other to communicate with, to, hey, this is how I've been feeling. How about you? We can share our experiences. We give and receive beautiful healing energies with each other, and just, help us to continue to light the world, to light all this energetic field around us, the Earth's I call this the net of life that's around the earth. This beautiful grid. It's like this golden, glowing, breathing, pulsating grid. And this is what we all tap into when we're healing and when we're channeling, when we're meditating. It's that connecting. And so it's around the earth. It's also within us too. So it's really, really beautiful. And so, thank you, Chris. Thank you. Yes, I enjoy our sacred circle too. So I wanted to share something else with you. Just real quick, I'm just going to be very brief about this. It's interesting because we still got 6 months in this year, and we can talk about this again. So if somebody wants to remind me, next year when we get into January 2020, let's see who can remember. No, it will not be hard to remember because we're going to be right back in the spotlight in news. What do you think the news is going to be all about 2020, other than maybe the way that the earth's changing, maybe some natural, I don't want to say disasters, natural. With the disasters too, though, come a new experience, or as something sinks, something else rises. All right, so let's pay attention to both. Don't just look at, well, this something bad happened. We'll flip that over and tell me what good happened from it too, because they don't happen separately and independently. It's always unified and it's always happening at the same time. Let's look at the whole picture. Let's look at it, everything. All right. So we have to make sure of that. But just know, as things are going to already, you're starting to hear things. Next year is a political election, a presidential election year. All right. And all I'm going to say is that when I asked last time with the last elections, and I heard that the best person for the job and what is needed right now will be elected. So many people may not agree with this, but what you may not understand, and a lot of us don't, this is why I don't even get into it. I usually don't do any of this type of thing. But they want me to share this with you. Maybe let's open our eyes and expand. There's a lot that we maybe don't know what's going on. Our last president, and there has been presidents before in the past that I wasn't got a good feeling about. Okay? But I kept my mouth shut. Maybe it's just a respect thing. I think a lot of times freedom of speech is taken way to an extreme here in this country, and we do not realize the rights and privileges that we have. But let's what about morals and respect? And I feel like it's disrespectful to act badly about, towards a president in your country. Now, I mean, now if he was flat out killing people, of course you want to stand up and say something about that. But I'm talking just about our freedom of expression sometimes pushed to the limits and to the extremes, and to where it's almost like what you're criticizing, you're becoming. All right. So that's all I mean by that. But know that and I even hesitated sharing a lot of this because I don't like to call people out. And so just know I'm just going to lightly dance on this, is that the last president, believe it or not, was raised not just in this lifetime, but was groomed to be the president since the time of Atlantis. He was a priest in Atlantis. Now, just because someone was a priest or a priestess or a high being in a lifetime and they come back, please know that as you experience life on Earth, you're going to experience life on Earth. The main objective was to focus on the United States alone. And what happened instead was a new world order. Or the focus was on the whole world instead of just the United States. No. All right. So when ego rises up, then that the mission change. Now I need to get someone else in that's going to focus only on America. What is our president's slogan for Make America Great Again? You may like it, you may not like it, but he's focusing on the United States. He's doing just that. He is stirring the pot. Absolutely, because it's needed. Do we need any more? Yes, 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 men, yes, women. Do we need people like that in office? No, we don't. Not yet. Who are they yesing to? That's the thing. All right. So for the people, so much has been sacrificed, and it has always been what I have heard was that it was very important for the United States to be founded, to be where we are, because it is an important part of the ascension process. The whole world is, but the United States was a key factor, and it still is. All right. And it's not anything against Canada. It's not anything against any other. I just think of North America as whole and complete anyway, because history buffs, please know that Canada was going to be included in the 13th colonies. Nova Scotia was going to be one of the 13 colonies, and something happened. And then they divided New Hampshire and Vermont and made to get the 13 colonies. So know that history. To me, it's always the same. I have ancestors from Canada to here, from here to up into Canada, a lot of it. So we're all unified. But just know that we are in important times and that this is key, even if you don't understand and see it. So that's exactly what just needed to be happen, was the pot needed to be stirred, and that's what's happening now. I don't ask about what's going to happen next year or beyond that, because I feel like we need to just concentrate on taking day by day and just keep going and making sure that our space is balanced and in harmony, and pushing that out. That's what helps the rest of the world. That's what helps everyone stay on mission, stay on point, and stay on mission. Okay? And that's what I want you to focus on, not anything else. But I did find it very interesting that every way, even the highest people in past lives can come back, and it's just humanity. We fall into that trap of ego sometimes, and that's okay. So I'm not saying that person failed miserably, just that mission was not complete. He's going to balance that out, because we're in a time of instant karma. So that's being balanced out, and that's his issues. So that's none of our business. But anyway, just know that. Right? So exactly. Thank you, Chris. Very interesting. Pluto and Saturn will conjunct in January. So big changes are indicated by the universe for January 2020. Thank you so much, Chris, for that insight. Love that. So yes, that we know. We're still lots of big changes. So it doesn't really matter. People are going to hear what they want to hear and support what they want to hear, or support what they want to support. But just know this, don't let that stuff blind you either. Don't let that, and we see that, keep you asleep. Keep that blindfold on. Take the blindfold off. Look at the whole picture. Look at the whole, and let's just move on, right? And know that everything happens for a reason, and we don't have all the details. More and more, they're becoming clear, and it is being exposed. Just know that you can never kill the truth. And that even if, and we've seen this, not just in politics, but in big companies that want to stay making money, they try to find people that's going to, these whistleblowers who are speaking the truth, and they try to kill them. We've seen it happen. I'm just going to say it. So you kill the person. Does that kill the truth? Absolutely not. The truth cannot be killed, buried, and stay in hiding for too long. It comes right back up. Hey, we're in ascension. What's happening? The truth is coming to the surface. It's coming up. It's pushing everything out. And this is what we're feeling. all that negativity, all that war and everything else that's been our history for thousands of years is coming to surface. The earth is getting rid of things. We're getting rid of things. We are just releasing and resolving. So yes, what I'm saying is don't get stuck in it. Let it release. Let it release. Stay hydrated too. Woo! Anyway, so as with each new moon and full moon, and we are also receiving, pay attention to how you feel with new moon and full moon and what's more intense for you. Because believe it or not, with some people, a new moon is more intense than the full moon. Just know that. All right. So, what I would like to share with you too is don't know if many of you realize or have known what you all know what an ankh looks like, an ankh, wherever you're from and however you say it. An ankh or an ankh, you know what it looks like. What does that mean to you? Is it a key? Like a key? But interestingly, the ankh that we know it was not the ankh in Atlantean times. You want to see an Atlantis ankh? Here it is. This is an Atlantean ankh. See the split? The ankhs that we know is solid. All right, they're represented in jewelry and things. But you can see in Egypt, there are some like this depicted. If someone wants to access old Templar drawings, they drew the ankhs like this. The Atlantean ankh. I'm trying to see if you can see the split. You see? But what's interesting too is, doesn't this look like man? The two legs, the arms, our head, which our skulls are really huge. We had the elongated skulls a long time ago. But, connecting with the universe, grounded into the earth, connected with the universe, out in all directions. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It also looks like a tuning fork, doesn't it? Oh, looks like a tuning fork. But this one really doesn't have, it vibrates, and you feel it vibrate. It's like really cool. Okay. So yeah, exactly. See, Julia reminds me of a tuning fork too. Exactly. Turn it upside down. Looks like a tuning fork. And when you're holding on to this part and you feel that vibration, whoop, that's awesome. That is so cool. And also though, it's a key, right? So you hold on to this and put this in the lock and turn it. What's the key to? The inside, the key to the universe, the key to the knowledge. We have everything we need right inside of us. We just need to access it. Interesting, huh? And man is frequency. Absolutely, Julia. Let me put that comment up there. Yes. All right. So it's even we stated man is in the image of God. Man was created in the image of God, the frequency. All right. Beautiful. It kind of looks like the palm leaves my mother used to get at church on Palm Sunday. Yeah, I didn't consider that. Thank you, Wendy, for sharing that. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. So isn't that interesting? And this is very powerful. And I'll just sit there just sometimes and just, okay, whoo, it's immediate. You feel that vibration coming all through you. It's the same like when you put a Tibetan bowl in your hand, because it's metal, right? Or the Tibetan bowls should have the 7 different metals, a good one anyway. And when you gong that and just feel the vibration go all through your body, it's like an instant alignment. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like an instant alignment. So this is pretty cool. It's very neat. I've had it hanging up and I keep looking at it going, I need to show everybody. Let's talk about it. And I have it hanging up by my altar on this grid. It's really cool looking. It's multi-dimensional pyramids, but it looks like it's dragging. It's just amazing. But I have that hanging in front of it. And so you can also, have you ever with your mind and with your energy gonged a gong, just tapped a Tibetan bowl, or even tuning forks? With your own energy, do that. Just practice it. Push, ding, ding, you don't have any of those things. You can even practice with a small glass of water, a thin crystal cup, and put some water in it and just practice dinging it with your mind. Like, all right, just practice that. It's very powerful. Okay? So, wonder if you strike your gong of the Ankh would match resonance. Yeah. Probably so. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. It all has that same reaction. The energy responds to it, and the frequencies, and it's so beautiful. Absolutely. All right. So, isn't that nice? But what I want to do is I want to spend the last 20 minutes, just we'll pull cards for everyone. I'm not going to be on next week, and even though my husband's like, go ahead, do it because you had 2 weeks off. Next week is Father's Day here in the United States, and I will honor him and not, so have the family over and just spend some family time together. So what I would like to do. Like how the clocks then will start to tick at the same time. When you get into harmony with each other, exactly. It's also a great another example I would like to say is in a drumming circle. At first, everyone starts off like on their own little pattern in their beat, but once you get them playing, like probably it just depends. Then it gets everyone in alignment. Then everyone is like, bam, bam, bam. You feel everyone's playing the same beat. We're all connecting to that same heartbeat, to that same pattern. And guess what? It's beautiful. And we're all in sync with each other. Okay? So, you're welcome, Teresa. And your birthday next week. Well, happy early birthday, Robin. Yay! All right, so go ahead and if you want me to pull the card for you, give you a message, please put that in the comments now. And yes, honor your husband and my fathers are on the other side, but we'll honor them too. Absolutely. Doesn't matter if your loved ones are here. I don't even like to say that. We got to watch our wording. They are here. They're always with us. I honor them. Absolutely. So, all right. Julia, may I have a message about employment, please? Thank you. All right. The deck I am using today is an old deck, 2001 by Diana Cooper. It's the Angels of Light. These are very old oracle cards. They're not really fancy. They're just right to it. All of them have a beautiful picture of angel, the light being. All right, so employment for Julia. Okay. Employment. Oh. Okay. It's interesting because he's around you a lot, and I've gotten this I'm going to say message, but I know that he's been with you before, is Archangel Michael comes up for you. Archangel Michael. And it's not just about protection. He's also about helping you to manifest or helping you to put things in motion. To protect and strengthen you, increase your ability to deal with problems. As he takes his sword and he just clears away the path for you, clears away any blockages. And so he really does help move you when you feel stuck Archangel Michael will help move you and propel you. So he's helping you and propelling you and to be in the right place. Sure, you can settle. And I see like you, I don't know where you are in this employment, but I'm getting like just 2 temporary jobs. And I mean, these can be like 6 months each, but just temporary before you get to something that you actually enjoy and don't mind staying there for a little bit more than several months at a time. All right. So just know that you are under his protection. And when you go for any interviews, wear deep blue, wear the color blue, which is Archangel Michael's color, is a deep blue or just any of the blues. All right. And know that he is with you. Visualize his blue cloak around you. It's like, I am empowered and protected. And if this interview, if this job is for my highest and greatest, I will get it. If not, I'm going to move on. All right. I'm going to move on to something else. I'm going to celebrate if I get a no instead of being depressed or upset or because we have, oh no, I wasn't chosen. Good. That's not for your highest and greatest. Move on then. You were just spared from unnecessary pain. So let's just next. All right. I hope that helps you, dear. Sarah, pull a card for Sarah. Absolutely. Sarah. What card is this? Oh, wow. Okay. That just flew out of the deck. I love when that happens. All right. This card is patience. Sarah, patience is what it is saying. Trust the higher forces. Remember, you get what you ask for, so just always remember that. So watch what you're asking for. Always make sure it's for your highest and greatest, and have no expectations. All right, things will work out a lot better than you even can imagine. All right, and so acceptance and just relax. Your muscles in your body are tense, and you have to find that relaxed state. Okay. And that's the patience. You've reached patience because patience makes you feel anxious, or not patient. Impatience makes you feel tightened up and just, oh my gosh, it's the not knowing. It's put you in that state of anxiety, and you can't sleep. You can't do this. You can't do that. You've got to relax. Take some deep breaths. It's okay if you don't know who, what, where, when, and why. At this moment, everything is always revealed, and it does just in the right moment. So the thing is because your body is so tense, Sarah, let's get into this patience. All in good time. And breathe it through. And I have to tell you, that's been a hard one for me too, just recently, because it's just breathe it through. It's okay. Things are going to happen for your highest and greatest, because that's what we always ask, just at that right moment. So we may think we want something to manifest or want something right here and now, but if it's not for our highest and greatest, I don't want it to manifest before it's time. I hope that makes sense. All right, Wendy, please pull a card. Absolutely. Wendy. Beautiful Wendy. Wendy. You get kindness. All right. You are very kind, very compassionate, and gentle. Most people misunderstand you being quiet, but you are very gentle and very kind and compassionate. So what they want you to do, though, is be kind to yourself. Return that courtesy back to you. All right? Be kind to yourself, pamper yourself. You are kind to yourself when you get more crystals. More crystals and plants, and play with your grandson, and but do things for you. And you and your husband have come a long way with that. You really have. All right. So that it's that inner peace, that warmth, and that love, and it's that self. It's that kindness towards yourself, because you have tremendous compassion for everyone else, especially animals. All right. So just weave it into your healing. And that's all they're giving me right now, is that it will help with your healing work. Remember, giving and receiving are not separate. Giving and receiving are the same, just like good, bad. It's not good or bad, good and bad. It's good, bad, because it's the same thing. Different faces of the same thing. So know that, okay? All right. Amy, I would like to have a card, please. Absolutely. Pull a card for Amy. Okay, Amy. Whoa. That is wild. All right. 2 popped out for you. And so I don't question anything. You just go with the flow. So I'm going to, okay. Amy, you've got forgiveness and creativity. All right. So angel wisdom reminds you that challenging people and situations are sent to you as the most important teachers. Without them, your soul would not grow. Excuse me. So ask the angels to help dissolve and resolve any hurt, any pain, any words or recordings you have that go through your mind, or even maybe some people that are around you now, to, I'm grateful for this uncomfortable experience. I really am. Snicker. But, help me to move on from this. Help me to see the lesson, and I'm going to release and resolve. All right. That's the first one, is the forgiveness. And then creativity, that you explore more creative energy. All right. And let your imagination flow. And this is what I feel like with the forgiveness, with the seeing it in a different way. What am I learning? That creativity comes in. So the forgiveness is the doorway for that creativity. Watch how things shift as soon as you release and don't hold on to anything that can block you. And so I understand that sometimes challenging situations and challenging people, just don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck there. Okay. So I hope that helps. And let me just go through. Do you have a message, Robin? Yes, Robin. Beautiful Robin. Message for Robin. Robin, too, I see a new car coming your way. I'm just going to say, there's a new vehicle coming way for you. It's much needed. You need a new vehicle. All right. Beauty. Now, it's funny, as I'm pulling this card, I'm feeling pain. Right in my heart chakra, Robin. What's going on, baby? All right. And it's not a physical pain, okay? This is the, let's take deep breaths and breathe things out. It's because you're an empath and you're absorbing other people's stuff. Let's let that go. Okay, so beauty. Surround yourself. I feel, there's someone that's around you, a situation, a person that is just very draining and exhausting. And you're feeling it right in here, whether it's indigestion or it's heartburn or it's just, I feel like this little cramp or pain. You know what you feel like when you get a cramp in your chest? Or, it's like, I can't breathe for a second. That's what I was feeling. And so it's because you're getting so absorbed with stuff that's not yours. And it's people you care about. People you care about. It's just, you got to let things go. You've just got to release it. It's not mine. And see the beauty within yourself. See the beauty in saying, no, I've had enough. See the beauty in setting boundaries. Okay? So you have very beautiful heart and soul as well, but you don't need to hurt yourself helping others. Okay, not at your expense. Hello, James. How are you, dear? All right, James. Let me pull a card for James. James. And James gets the discipline. Through discipline comes freedom. Okay? Discipline is the key to fulfilling your destiny. I know you're a very hard worker. Do you consider you disciplined in work? They want you to be disciplined in play as well. Remember, always try to keep it balanced, okay? And that don't put things so far off in the back burner that you're not having fun, that you're just, it's a dream. And the further you push it away, and that's just what happens, the further it goes. But don't do that. You have a lot of, you have the abilities for great discipline, but don't let that be a block either. Okay? So go have fun and a little bit more, and don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel guilty about it at all. All right, Teresa. I'll pull a card for Teresa. Teresa. Beautiful Saint Teresa. Saint Teresa. Saint. I'm just being silly. Things that come to me, I just repeat it. Communication. All right. The angels remind you that being spiritual is about being genuine and honest. And when you speak from your heart, other feels that resonance of truth and they trust you. Okay, so always be in that balanced state. All right, focus on the balance in life to feel happier and healthier and more harmonious. Again, okay? So the communication is key here. Always keep the channels of communication open. Be the bridge to others' hearts and minds. Ask the angel to step into your aura and to communicate with you in a higher way. You have some really high light beings that they're new to you, and they want to communicate with you. So make sure you continue to find that time for yourself, because I know you've worked on yourself a lot as far as expanding and really just getting in within. So what you may feel is kind of strange in your angel communications is that you do have some higher ascended beings, light beings, that are in your circle now and are starting to communicate with you. And it's just keep listening. You have to fine tune that. Okay, this is somebody new. We got to learn how to strengthen that communication. It will come because the rest of your angels and guides in your circle are helping, being the liaisons to make sure that this communication comes through. But if you feel what's strange, now you know why. Okay, it's because you do there's at least 2 ascended light beings coming in to talk to you. Okay. Hello. Let's see. Chris, I would like a card, please. Wondering if my employment is secure. Been dreaming my job is in jeopardy. Your workplace. is in jeopardy. And this is where you're going to have to, that mind of, oh my gosh, my security is hanging on this. What is your security hooked into, Chris? All right. Do you trust the universe that you are abundant and prosperous? Are you ready to free fall? Wow. I didn't even pull a card for you, and that's also the game. I got 2 cards for you, too. Opportunity and celebration. We are all presented with opportunities and are expected to flow with the currents that come our way. And are with opportunities, then we shouldn't block that opportunity. All right. Be alert, be aware, and be prepared. You already are alert and aware because it's sending off all those little bells and whistles of intuition that you already got. You know this. Is it scary? Yes, because it's your security now. All right. This is the opportunity to jump off the cliff and a celebration that you will be caught. All right. Celebration in something new. The celebration in something that you couldn't ever think that would be better than where you are now. Trust, Chris, and believe, and always know that things for your highest and greatest are happening. Okay? All right, Christine. Hello, may I have a message about when I'm going to find my next house? Thank you. Okay. Christine, I feel some hesitation. There's like you want to move, but then you don't. There's like this flopping, this back and forth with it. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. All right. Archangel Raphael is actually not just works with healers, which you are a healer, but also works with those that are going to take a journey. And you are, in a sense, taking a journey. When you travel or when you go to look at new homes, when the whole moving is a journey. All right. Call on Raphael, Archangel Raphael, to help you with the move. And there is, just feel the green glow of light of Archangel Raphael and ask for Raphael to show you a green light to connect you where to go, connect the dots to the right realtor, to the right neighborhood, to the right area, block. Oh, look, to the right house. And you will just know because you will feel angels around you, little bursts of light, and then you'll even see green as a signal that, yes, Archangel Raphael is helping you on this journey, and that this is a go. But I feel like it's been a push and pull for a while now. And so I feel like it's going to really happen within the next, it's up to you, really. Because there's a part that's if you just go for it, you can do it by the end of the year. If you drag your feet or hesitate, it could be not until spring or summer of next year. So it's stalemate. You want to be careful that you don't, something better's coming. That what happens then is you actually miss what's better coming for you because you keep thinking that something else is going to happen. So something better is coming. And sometimes when we do that, we miss opportunities. We miss the right thing. So Archangel Raphael help you to recognize this is it, no more. This is it. All right? So I leave that with you, dear. Sometimes we get caught up in the whole process. Let me find the next one. Anthony and Raphael, could you pull a card for me, please? Sure. Me. For Anthony. Is Archangel Chamiel, works with the pink ray of love and being blessed with this archangel, that you are already open up to unconditional love. All right. So no judgment. And you're working through a lot. You really are, Anthony. And so it's, I know it's very careful. People around you, like work or just even friends, just people who are presenting themselves to you. You want to make sure that you continue to and be protected. Keep that bridge of light, heart to heart, with your angels. Just know that you're connected to the cosmic heart, the divine cosmic heart. Okay, just know that. And but work with the angels more, and still you dragon. All right, don't judge anyone. And we all are experiencing, we're all growing, and just see things in a different way without jeopardizing your boundaries. Okay, still have your boundaries, but just, don't be so quick to dismiss something. All right, and continue working with your angels, your guides, and dragons. And it's your dream time. Pay attention to your dreams, because they really come to you at nighttime or during your sleep when you can sleep. They come to you, and they want you to pay attention to it, to your dreams and messages you get in your dreams. Okay. So let's see, Julia. Yes, thank you very much. I call on Archangel Michael and ask him to please protect me, surround me with his cloak, cover me. Yes, exactly. He is. Absolutely, he is. And he's going to help you with that, Julia, with your job. Okay, so Sarah, thank you so much. Explain flat. Aw, you're welcome. Well, I'm just the channel, honey. Let's see. What do you say? Julia. It's funny watching you look up your glasses, the card number, my new glasses, and trying to look at my screen. Yeah, they're my yeah. Well, I'm nearsighted, so I refuse to get special glasses to read. So I'll just set my glasses down. Like, I need the glasses so I can see the screen, so I can see what I'm doing. But I don't need them to read, so that's why I pull, and I am too young for bifocals, so I'm not getting any specialty glasses. Or even these new fancy, oh no, it's a lot of work just to see. I'm already working on this, If I'm going to work that hard to see, it's going to be my third eye work. Right? All right. Oh, I agree. Yes, you do, Wendy, and you need that reminder. So a lot of times you forget yourself. So let's see. Thanks, lots of challenges lately, but wanted to be more creative also. Oh yeah, you're actually very creative. It's just you have, Amy, they come in waves, and it's like I'm got to grab one. When it comes in waves like that, write them down on a piece of paper. It doesn't mean you have to get them all done right immediately. Pick one, doesn't matter, and just go with it. But you still have that list to go back to, okay? And so it comes at you so fast, and you're trying to grab onto something, but you really are creative. So once you make that list, you start with it, and then you'll be able to finish it. Okay. All right. Oh, you're welcome, James. You're welcome. So, all right. Oopsies. Yeah, confirmation the universe has your back, Chris. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Let me Oh yeah, Julia, the bifocal thing, I know, right? It's trippy. All right, Linnell, let me pull a card for you. Good evening. Wondering my living arrangement, which your living arrangement the next couple of months are going to be. If you're not living with family or friends, and I feel like you're going to be, if you do that, you're going to be bouncing 2-3 times between different relatives, between different friends. You're queen bee, sweetie. You are the shaman. You can't live with another female, and I'll tell you that. you can't live with another alpha female. Let me say that. You're definitely an alpha female. But then there's something wrong with that. You are just a very powerful shaman priestess, and you're the one that takes care of sacred space. So you can't have someone trying to interfere with that. Gratitude. Continue to count your blessings, and really mean it, though. Don't do it out of habit. Really mean it. I know you are very grateful, okay? And just know that you are taken care and protective. Yeah. The angels, guides, even loved ones in spirit, ancestors, I feel is very important. There's a couple of ancestors helping you with this as well. So I feel like you're bouncing a couple of times, but then you will find the right living arrangement. All right. So I'm not saying you can't live with another female. They just are going to let you take the lead, Miss Shaman Priestess, and let you make sure that you are taking care of that sacred space. I'm not saying that the other person can't contribute to it, but that you have to take the lead with it. All right. And so it's you're very much a powerful leader. You can live by yourself, but trying to make that work in your head, I can understand that. How? Just let things happen. All right, and everything's coming. But don't be upset if you find that. Why am I bouncing? Because this bouncing is a different step on a different stone, and it's very much needed. You have to take all these steps to get to where you are. Okay? So it's, let me see. All right. So I'm trying to read all the comments. Yes, Robin. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to leave a bad 30 year. Yeah. Sensitive. It is. You know, there you go. You do need it. And that's the first thing I see is car pulling in for you. All right. When all it takes is a couple people post something on social media, empaths can't look at it. And it doesn't mean that we are not compassionate. We are too compassionate. We just don't need to feel everything, and I won't even look at the pictures. I'll start scrolling really quick if I start to see people give this warning about this whole thing with how cows are treated. No. We're going to rise above that. I think even 3 weeks ago, because it's been 2 weeks, Susan and I talked in a past show about how the cows almost left this earth plane. All right. Keep sending love to them. Love and gratitude and thank you for being on this earth plane. You don't have to say you're sorry unless you personally abused. All right. Don't take that on from someone who doesn't care. All right. Don't take responsibility for those that are being mean to animals. Just give that animal, all the animals love. You can focus on different species of animals if you want to. Every day, send a different animal. Send the whole animal kingdom love and gratitude. And that's what helps more than you even realize. Okay? And remember, we're in the times of instant karma. So all the people that are being mean like that, oh, honey, they're paying that price. Okay? All right. Thanks, Tiffany. Guess I better find a parachute. Angel wings are great parachutes. You have a very strong parachute. You just don't see it. All right? You're going to look like Wonder Woman in her invisible plane. Oh, hello, Maureen. How are you? Okay, I'm just going to quickly, I know we're going over here. I just want to... You overslept. That's good. You needed it, Maureen. You really did. Hello, Aleph. Thank you so much, Christine. You're welcome. All right, Aleph. Yes. All right. Hello, beautiful sister. It's okay. You're right on time. Let's see. Let's pull a card for. Okay. You know what? The cards are jumping. Well, this is one of my favorite decks. That has a lot of love. So, beauty. You have a beauty card too. And you're another very compassionate person. I want you to recognize the beauty within yourself, not just me, this angels. The affirmation is, I recognize my beauty and that of others. You already recognize everyone else's beauty. You need to recognize your own beauty, who you are. You are beautiful. And Aleph, I know we all have story to tell, right? We've all felt like we were not beautiful, like we were second best, or that, whatever. We've all been there, different degrees, different stories, but we understand that feeling. You have stepped into your power. I know you've come a very long way. You stepped into your power, and own and claim that beauty, sweetie. All right. It's not being egotistical or obnoxious. It's recognizing that beautiful goddess that's within you. All right. And make the magic work. So yeah, thank you. You're welcome. James, pull a card for yourself. Oh, I will do that. Linnell, it made my ears ring. Thanks. Yes, Linnell. There you go. When you got that truth bell going, ding, 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 right? All right. So Maureen, I'm gonna pull a card for you, and I do believe I may end with. Let me see the time here. Not that the time matters, right? Okay. Let me just focus on Maureen first. And Maureen, what card do you need? Maureen, first off, I hope you're feeling much better, dear, from your operation, from your surgery that you had. Understanding. Yeah, that's a good one, Maureen. Understanding. Your angel guidance is to examine yourself and your current situation in depth so that you have a clear awareness of the underlying reasons for your challenges and situations. You had your gallbladder removed. You had gallbladder issues. I have as well. You notice where we hold anger. I had so much anger in the past. This is where we store our anger. And we blew that storage. And they got removed. You have to understand why everything's happening, even as painful as it is. There is healing in this understanding. And that's all I'm going to really go into very deep publicly. All right, you know that. Okay, you know that. Self-awareness. Understanding your spiritual self and your mission here on earth. Which I know can feel hard. Because I feel your heart hurts and your mind's going, what? You're very, very in tune with your guides and with spirit on the other side that's helping you. And so let's ease up the tension in the battle from that heart in your mind. All right, that's the understanding. And that's what I leave with you right now. We can go into more in depth, privately. Okay. Yes, Robin, I know, right? It's all Catholic. Exactly. I won't even. I just keep scrolling. And it's like, people, give a warning if you're going to put that. So, hello, Anthony Rodriguez, Walking Crow. How are you, dear? If you're still on. Yeah, okay, good. Feeling better. Gallbladder and all ducts were blocked. Yeah. So anger does to us. Anger. A gallbladder, liver, kidneys. All right, when we hold it in, our sacred temples can't hold that acid. It's not designed to. Julia, checking out your gold nails. Oh yeah, you recognize it. Yeah, they are. They're gold. I used to get purple glitter, purpley, and I'm like, you know what? Let me try gold. Let me try some gold. Oh, Maureen, I love you too. All right. And I know you feel the love from each and every one of us in this sacred circle. We are embracing each and every one, each other. Okay. Feel that love through giving and receiving in the sacred space. You are safe. You are protected here. And you are loved, honored, and respected. Okay? Know this. Feel this. Yeah. Yes. It does. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, because the liver now, Aleph has to do the gallbladder's work once the gallbladder's removed. Yeah. So, aho to you. Aho, Anthony. Walking Crow. Yeah. We miss your show, Anthony. All right. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. See you in 2 weeks. And so, my goodness, I know. TikTok, TikTok. You know, I love you all so very much. Thank you, Robin. And oops, yeah. And Maureen, yes, absolutely. We are connected heart to heart, soul to soul. Absolutely. Our hearts are connected to each other. I don't know if I should say this here, but while you were reading, I heard a message for her. Connect with her if you're not friends, and do it privately on Facebook, please, Sarah. And so Maureen, I don't know if you're still watching. Can you can you do that? Or you can just send it to me. I'll send it to her, however you want to do it. But you should find each other and just friend each other and have a great conversation behind the scenes too, right? So absolutely. So connect with her privately. And I think that's great. Good circle here. Thank you. Thank you so much. We love our Sunday Sacred Circle, which we can access anytime. All right. You are most definitely welcome. And Goldylocks Productions has a lot of great other sacred circles, so be sure to check out all the shows at Goldylocks Productions if you're not familiar with them. And my website is whitesagewoman.com for those of you who may be new to this show, whether you're listening to it live on Spreaker or listening to it in the archives or watching the video, watching the show. Just know that you can contact me through my website, whitesagewoman.com, or for friends here on Facebook, you can private message me. And so be sure to, like I said, check out Goldylocks Productions. They have a Facebook page and a group. I do have Goldylocks Temple of Healing page. It's my healing. So my profile, the Goldylocks Temple of Healing page, and then the Goldylocks Productions page and group. And also, too, we are on Patreon. So if anyone wanted to advertise, check out the advertising package on Patreon. You can follow us. That would help tremendously. So thank you so much, everyone, again, for sitting in Sacred Circle. Good night. Have a very blessed next couple of weeks. And I will see everyone. Yeah, like I said, summer, right? But thank you so much sitting in Sacred Circle with me and with each and every one of us. Continue to shine your light brightly. Many blessings to each and every one of you. Good night.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.